Hello, everyone. Lieutenant Colonel Schmuck, Indiana Wing Chief of Staff here. I want to welcome you to Civil Air Patrol as an aerospace education member. Thank you for taking this step to help us reach our nation's youth and excite them about aerospace and STEM careers and subjects. So I've created a series of video tutorials to help you navigate our online system called eServices. This is where you're going to go to download educational content, register your classroom for the ACE or the AEX, the Aerospace Connections in Education or Aerospace Education Excellence Program, and as well as order materials and STEM kits. So I've created a series of videos to keep them short and brief and more applicable to what it is you're looking to do. So in this first video, I want to show you how to get to eServices, how to log in, and how to set up your favorites, as well as how or where to go to access our downloadable content and order some materials. Look for other videos from me on how to register for the ACE program or the AEX program, and let's get started. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen, and you would have gotten an email from National Headquarters welcoming you to Civil Air Patrol, just as I've done. And they're going to have information in there about how to get to eServices and how to register for the first time. So make sure you've got that with you. But if you haven't done it already, hopefully this tutorial will help. So if you go into your search bar and type gocivilairpatrol.com and hit enter, it's going to take you to our public-facing website. In the upper right-hand corner, you're going to see a red box that says eServices Login. So if you go ahead and click that box, it's going to, oh, and I'm still logged in. So let me back out of that. It's going to take you to a screen that looks like this. So go ahead and bookmark this because you'll use it frequently. So you want to be able to have easy access to it. So it'll look something like that, Civil Air Patrol eServices, once you bookmarked it. So if you're registering for the first time, follow the instructions on your email. I'm going to click here, enter your information, click register, and it's going to allow you to set up a password. So once you have that, enter your CAP ID, which is going to be on that email that you received from National Headquarters. Enter your password and verify that you're not, in fact, a robot. Then click sign in. And it's going to take you to a screen that looks something like this. Now, my screens are going to look a little bit different than what you see in some instances because of my status in Civil Air Patrol. So the important thing to note here is anytime you click on this eServices up in the top center of the screen, that's going to bring you back to this home page. So no matter where you are in eServices, if you want to get back to the home page, just go up there and click that and it'll bring you right back. Over on the left-hand side is your menu. So if you click on that, you can navigate through the different areas of Civil Air Patrol: aerospace education, cadet programs, chaplain command, so on and so forth. So if we click on aerospace education, it's going to give us options relevant to that directorate. So we can register for ACE, download resources, register for AEX, order a STEM kit, and so on. So if you go up and click on your name in the top right corner, it's going to bring up more information about you, your general information, your addresses, your contacts. Go ahead and jump in there and make sure that that information is accurate and change anything that you need to. And characteristics, that's going to be things like your height and your weight. Now, I'd like you to go ahead and enter that in here. That's information that will be important when we set up your teacher orientation program flights, because our pilots are going to use that information to help calculate their weight and balance so we know how many teachers we can put in an airplane. Never more than 2, but sometimes we need to adjust the amount of fuel that we carry and so on and so forth, especially when we've got 3 adults in an airplane. Then scroll down just a little bit until you see favorites and click on that plus sign to the right. And that's going to open up a window where you can select what applications you think you're going to use on a regular basis. And you can come back at any time and make adjustments if you need to. So in administration, you're going to go ahead and click the star for material orders. If you click that star, that's going to mark it as a favorite, so it shows up on your home screen. You go down to aerospace education and go ahead and select ACE registration, AE downloads and resources, AEX, CAP STEM kit, and request AE materials. Once you've done that, you can click back on the eServices button at the top, and it takes you back to your home page, and your favorites should now show up somewhere on your screen. Depending on the monitor that you're using, it could be in the center or on the right. So mine is over here on the left today, so I'm going to scroll down and click on AE Downloads and Resources. And this is where you can go for all of our downloadable content that you can use in the classroom. You're free to download anything that you find here and use it as you see fit in your classroom. Download it, print it. Some of these are pretty large files. Now, if you're registering for the ACE program, this is going to be important. This is where your curriculum guides are going to be. So if you click on ACE program curriculum guides, it's going to open up this window where you can download the appropriate grade level content for what you're teaching. Now, these are large files. They're usually around 10 megabytes or so. So I would recommend you download it to your computer, save it, and print it as needed. So our AEX books are also available here for download. And if you are teaching in elementary school, I would highly recommend this Aerospace for the Very Young activity book. This is a very neat book. But take time, look through what we've got here. If anything tickles your fancy, go ahead and download it and see what you think. So now you should be able to easily navigate to eServices, change your information, and access our downloadable content. So if you want to order materials, you're going to go down and click on Request AE Materials. So I'm not registered as a teacher for a grade level, so I don't have any AE materials that I can request. But if you are registered as a 5th grade teacher, for example, there may be some things here, depending on availability, that show up, and you can order up to 6 items in print on this screen. Okay, well, that's pretty good for our first video here. We're going to jump off, and I'll start a new one for how to register for the ACE program and the AEX program, and then a separate one for how to order STEM kits. So look for those if those are your interest, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you.